Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries again today. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. Bizarre preview again today, one of many, about a gig that I did in the 80s when I was about 18 years old a few times. And it literally just dawned on me like last night that I even did this thing. And so I wanted to share it with you because I don't know any more than you know probably about what this is that I did. The only thing, I don't Google my shows, as you know, I just go on what I know, what my experience was, what my impact was. But I did Google Kissaten cafes of the 80s before the show, and I plugged it into the description of the clips. That's what they're called. That's all I know. But I did them. I did a few of them. So when I was about 18, my acting teacher presented me with the opportunity to pull a gig or two or three. She knew that I was at the time and for some time unionized, doing extra work, but I was only doing commercial extra work, not theatrical. So like galaxies apart, you know, like commercial extra work, even in the 80s, like $232 a day plus overtime. We've done plenty of shows about my commercial work, both, you know, as talent and or principal talent and talent, whatever. So this was not like that. This was some weird foreign thing that I'd never heard of. But my acting teacher at the time, she was my acting coach, who was a student of my acting mentor, Joan Darling, presented me with the opportunity to do these videos, you know, to pull in some extra cash. And I signed papers. The checks were issued. SAG, look, you're very selective about your solidarity with me, so feel free to go dig in 1984 and see what I did. But anyway, these were Kissaten cafes that had these videos in them that were like this 80s phenomenon where, well, you can read the description. You just basically went to these cafes, usually as a couple or whatever, and had like, you know, little private cafe corner area, whatever, and they had videos like you would have music videos in like a bar or whatever, but these were little stories. These were like little novellas, but very weird and vague, and like, I don't know really what I was doing when I was doing it. I was told what they were and sort of like where they would end up and what they were for, but I was just told to do what I was told to do on the videos. Like I said, you know, you or any of you can Google just like I did, Kissaten cafes. And so, like I said, my coach knew somebody who had a house in Glassell Park, which is adjacent to Los Feliz. It's an area I only know really Glassell Park because my son's private school used to be there, and I used to work with somebody that had a mark on them anywhere east of the LA River, and in particular Glassell Park, which is just east of the LA River. I fully digress on that one. Anyway, so this couple had a house in Glassell Park, and they did these Kissaten videos for Japan. Now, speaking of Japan, let me just touch on one thing about Japan and my affection for Japan. First of all, I've been there, so I've been to Japan, and I have an affection for the culture, of course. And here's the deal, guys. To this day, I really, really kind of don't get I don't know, I just don't get this. The only fan mail that I ever received globally in 45 years, from the day of release to today, was from Japan. All from Japan. My agent gave me 2 manila envelopes stuffed full of letters from girls in Japan shortly after the release. And these were very romantic letters, okay? Let me just, I like clipped one once a long time ago, but these were very hardcore. I mean,